So, rondo. The actual word rondo in relation to a piece of music has really quite an interesting background. And initially, it comes from a round dance, where you don't need to know anything about the particulars here, but where they would dance more in a circle than other shapes. But also, the rondo comes from poetry, a really quite early poetry, which is where you get a section that is repeated. And that gave rise to the rondo, spelt with an O at the end, of more classical times, rondo form, where you have A, B, A, C, A. The A keeps on coming back. So this is a kind of combination, really, of those meanings. It doesn't matter, but it's interesting to know. But Sally, there's also something interesting about the name of the composer.
Mr. Boismortier. Mr. Boismortier was a French Baroque composer, and the name Boismortier translates as wooden mallet, because apparently Boismortier's father was a soldier, so he would have had a wooden mallet to cosh people over the head with.
Well, there we are. So it's an interesting piece in 3/8. So it's going to move with fairly short notes to create the dance-like effect. So it's in B minor. So obviously a bit of practice on your B minor, both scale and arpeggio is useful. Any thoughts about that?
Bits of it look like violin writing, very much. You're also playing on one string and playing on another string, particularly when you get to bar 54 and 55. So you've got almost having a conversation going on between yourself, haven't you? Which is quite an interesting thing to do. Having a dialogue within your melody is quite a difficult thing to do, but something Bach did an awful lot of.
When you're practicing this piece or any piece really, have a look carefully through the music at the early stages and think, well, that particular note sequence is going to be a little bit challenging, maybe, and practice that very carefully first. So one note to the next, then maybe the next to the next, and then the three together, and gradually build it up. Don't just start at the beginning and plow your way through it, but work out anything that is a little challenging first. Absolutely get that under your fingers, into your mind, and then begin to put the whole performance together. That's the way to learn anything, really.
The other thing you could consider in this piece, it does have the recurring theme, and obviously you go to a DC Alfini at the end, is you could possibly have a little experiment with some ornamentation when you come back to the tune. Add little bits of the odd trill, passing notes, that sort of thing.
There are a number of trills in this. Are any of them that need a little thinking about
They're all
fingering?
pretty straightforward in this one. Pretty easy. And there's sort of little bounce. You can either do a fuller trill if you want to at the cadence point, or a little mordant when you're just getting to the end of a full bar phrase. But again, it's for you to be creative and decide what you think is appropriate for the piece.
And although it is in a minor key, it's still quite a jolly piece, this.
It is, yes. You have a lightness. You have D major section in the middle of it.
So lots to enjoy and lots to put forward in a very positive kind of way if you do it for an exam.